with Folly Farm. And Tom and I get very excited when we have guests joining us. And today sees the start of Wales Tourism Week. It's running from today right through till the 18th of May. And a very warm welcome to CEO of Visit Pembrokeshire, Emma Thornton. A very good morning to you, Emma.
Good morning, Gina and Tom. Lovely to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. Emma, it was only really a couple of weeks ago that we were having a conversation at the Follies Theatre at the Visit Pembrokeshire Summit. Very well timed. And here we are at Wales Tourism Week. We've officially passed the 1st of May. We're in summertime here in Pembrokeshire. I bet it's an exciting time to be in Visit Pembrokeshire.
It is, absolutely. And we've had, a good start to the season in terms of the weather. We're just looking forward to hopefully a really, really super season, because it's been tough for tourism businesses over the last few years. And, I think, this week is all about celebrating what an incredible, diverse tourism offer we have, and how lucky we are to have such a vibrant tourism economy, but also that we need to nurture and safeguard it. So this is why it's so important to take this opportunity to really shine the spotlight on the wonderful businesses that make welcome visitors all year round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one thing.
I was going to say, you mentioned all year round. Going back, I suppose 30 years ago, it was very much Pembrokeshire. Oh, we go there in the summer, but now it really has all year round. People come to Pembrokeshire.
And yeah, that's a really good point, Gina. I think one of the key objectives for Visit Pembrokeshire is raising the profile of Pembrokeshire as an all-year-round destination, because obviously there are two, key reasons for that. One is we want to flatten those peaks and troughs that you get across the season, because otherwise it's really difficult to sustain businesses all year round if you've only got business in the summer. And also it's around, raising the profile of that really diverse offer, and the fact that Pembrokeshire is a great place to visit all year round. It's not just somewhere for our incredible coastline. We've got wonderful culture, we've got heritage, it's a great foodie destination, we've got great arts and crafts and makers, and really important as well to really encourage people to explore the wider destination, not just the sort of typical tourist honeypots. It's amazing how many people say, oh yes, I know Pembrokeshire, yeah, I know, I've been to Tenby or I've been to Saundersfoot. There is so much more to Pembrokeshire. We're lucky to have those beautiful jewels in the crown, but there is so much more for people to explore and see, and real sort of variety in terms of the north, the south, and the Presellas. It's just the most stunning place.
It really is. And that's one thing, isn't it? Having that natural environment that we can all enjoy and go rambling, whether it's on the hills, whether it's on the coasteering, whether it's on the sandy beaches. But there's something about the people and the establishments that really enhance that offer and make our tourists go home thinking, gosh, I was felt really welcomed there. There was so much to see and do, whether it was dry or wet. It's the people that make the businesses that make that happen.
Absolutely. I think we provide a first-class welcome. And one of the things that we found really surprising in a way when we were looking at some of the stats is that 99% of our tourism businesses, and when I say tourism businesses, that means it could be a supplier, it could be an experience provider, it could be accommodation provider, are micro businesses. That means they're 10 staff or less. And in a rural county like that, it can be quite isolating. But yes, it's the people that make the place. And when we were developing our new brand for Pembrokeshire 3 or 4 years ago, and we did it literally grassroots, working with local communities, local stakeholders, the one thing that came out really clear, and the brand proposition, is that Pembrokeshire is good for the soul. That when you come to Pembrokeshire, you leave seeing life that little bit differently. And I think that just sums it up, because it really is a place that makes you feel quite special. And people do always come back time and time again. It's interesting how many people, even local residents who, grow up here and move away, and they're always drawn back.
There is some very regular people that come back. It's a home from a home for those that come for their weeks or so and use our businesses. And you were just talking off air there actually about there are businesses who might not even realize that they're part of the tourism sector because of how they interact with those typical tourism businesses?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a really finely tuned ecosystem. You know, all the suppliers that supply those tourism businesses, whether you're a company that provides solar panels or you're a company that provide, payment machines, or whether you're, a sort of a landscape company, all of those businesses, financial services, they all provide services to this really important part of our sector. And it is also probably the biggest sector in Pembrokeshire. I mean, there are three sort of economic pillars for Pembrokeshire. You know, it's energy, agriculture and Pembrokeshire, but tourism is the largest. So it's, it has been tough over the last few years. And, in the current environment, we know that consumer confidence is a little bit unsure with everything that's going on in the wider world. So we have to work that little bit harder to encourage people to come that little bit further and visit this beautiful part of the world. So our focus is really around value, not volume. We really want to try and encourage visitors to stay longer and explore further. And the other quite interesting stat is something like 47% of our visitors are what we call visiting friends and family. So to all the listeners listening in today, when you have friends and family coming to stay, they are part of the visitor economy. So we all have a role as local residents to be great ambassadors for this very special place.
Yeah, and there's one place where those coming, whether they're friends or family or new to the area, where they can collect all of that information in one place, and that's your new website.
Absolutely, yes. Visit Pembrokeshire, www.visitpembrokeshire.com. We launched our new website in the middle of February, so it is for the first time we've got this really definitive website that really shines that spotlight on Pembrokeshire. We had a website before, but this is the first time we've been able to develop one bespoke for the organisation that we are now. We're not for profit. We're the strategic tourism organisation for Pembrokeshire, and we are a partnership, a business-led partnership. But ultimately, our mission is about stronger together. It's about connecting businesses, supporting businesses, and all those different stakeholders that have a role in developing the visitor economy and encouraging it to thrive and be sustainable, bringing all those people together. We like to say we're the conductor in the orchestra, and we're trying to make some great music.
I love that. And if there's some of those micro businesses, some of those larger businesses, of course, we're proudly supported by Folly Farm here on The Breakfast Show. If they're going to be part of that ecosystem, part of that network to reduce that isolation that could happen during those busy times, how can they get involved and how can they find out more?
Easily, just go to our website and look at the the section around the businesses. But what easier than that is just get in touch with us at info@visitpembrokeshire.com, and one of the team will get back to them and arrange a call or come out and visit them.
Excellent.
Yeah. I was going to say, you might be listening to this or watching this on our Facebook page at the moment and not actually realise that you are part of that tourism sector. Like you mentioned, groundspersons and all the wider community. So it's get in touch and say, look, is there a place for me here? I supply X, Y, and Z, and yes, and you can point them in the right direction.
Absolutely. And we have lots of events. We have an event every month, actually, which part of the key reason for that is to try and connect people. And they are all over the county. They're north, south, east, west, in the middle. And it's very much an opportunity for those businesses to come along and connect with each other. We had a great event last week at the Boulevard Theatre at Milford Haven. It was fabulous. And so many people went to that event and said, wow, we've never been here. We've lived here all our lives and we've never seen this incredible venue.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing that we do as well, is try and showcase all those different businesses. So if they're a business and they would like to raise their profile and tell other people about what they do, then that's a great opportunity. Come and get involved and host an event.
Excellent. Jim's been in touch. I like to think of visitors as temporary locals and locals as temporary visitors, united in a shared passion for the natural beauty and cultural heritage of our beloved Pembrokeshire. And what a wonderful way to look at the ecosystem that we live in.
Absolutely. And I think, residents are visitors. We're all visitors in our own location. And often we don't necessarily see ourselves as visitors, and we don't necessarily explore what's on our doorstep. We often take it for granted. So that's the other thing, really, just take the advantage of exploring this very special place. come rain or shine. We're lucky at the moment that the weather's good, and I know we've got rain on the horizon, but hopefully not for too long. But yeah, it is the most beautiful place all year round, and I think we're just incredibly lucky to live here.
Yeah, and the Lost Locals have just joined us over on Instagram. How do we get in touch with Visit Pembrokeshire? One more time, Emma, with those contact details.
Okay, info@visitpembrokeshire.com.
Excellent. I'm going to put you on the spot now, Emma. Where's your favourite place to visit in Pembrokeshire?
Oh gosh, that's a really difficult one. But one of the, I suppose, one of my most favourite places is actually going up to Mellon-Tregwynt and taking that walk down to Abermar, and having a browse in that beautiful, the beautiful Mellon-Tregwynt shop, watching the actual the blankets and everything being made, seeing them weaving, and then having a wonderful sort of bite to eat as well. There are so many beautiful places, but that is a really special place. I always feel that sums up what Pembrokeshire's about.
Mm.
Emma, thank you so much for joining us. G, any final thoughts from you?
No, just that it's an incredible place to visit. We love Pembrokeshire, and come and visit Pembrokeshire and see what we're all about. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, and just enjoy it. I think also for all those people living that are residents, just make sure when you have your visiting friends and family, be a local ambassador for Pembrokeshire and spread the word.
Yeah.
I love that. Emma, is there a song that reminds you of Pembrokeshire, driving through Newgale and up towards Mellon-Tregwynt through the mountains? What song is your soundtrack to Pembrokeshire?
Oh God, that is a difficult one, Tom. I don't know. Can you give me some suggestions? I'm not very good at remembering. I know the sounds, but I'm not always very good at remembering the titles of songs. So, but maybe I'll tell you what. What about "Come Away with Me," Norah Jones?
Oh, beautiful! I love that tune.
Yes,
Come Away.
That's one of my favourites.
Emma, thank you so much for joining us here this morning on the Gina and Tom Breakfast Show with Folly Farm, where you can have fun whether it's rain or shine.
Absolutely.
Along with many other attractions here. And just like the Lost Locals who've been on Instagram, if you want to find out more, listen back to this video. You can watch it over on the socials. We're going to have a bit of Norah Jones now. And throughout the rest of the week, actually, we've been supplied with some facts and figures that we'll be sharing for the rest of this Wales Tourism Week. Emma, thank you so much. And Vicky's just got in touch. I love living in Pembrokeshire. So lucky to have so much on the doorstep. And it's very easy to take that for granted when you live here. So it's great that we've got organisations like Visit Pembrokeshire. We should treat ourselves as tourists sometimes. Be like, oh, let's have something exciting to do this weekend. That's what that new website will do for us too.
Yeah, we're sport for choice.
We are. Emma, one more time, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a great week, everyone.
It's 9:30, which means Emma, you might want to watch your ears for this one because
that sound means that your Unscrambled competition with Folly Farm has now closed for this morning. Stay tuned. We'll find out if you've got that all-important place in our main prize draw at the end of the month.
Emma Thornton, one more time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Folly Farm, sponsors of The Breakfast Show.